It's day one of Reading Festival and I'm here with Puppy. How you doing?
Hey, we're great, man. We're all happy to be here.
Yeah? Good vibes?
Amazing vibes.
With a Y, yeah.
Sensational.
You've played already?
Yeah.
Have you kind of been very critical about your show? Have you had a review post-performance? What's the verdict?
I sweated a lot.
Good.
I hit my thumb. I think it was a pretty good show.
Yeah. I was angry that he sweated a lot. I think he sweated too much. I think in future shows you need to sweat less if you want to take it to the next level, you know.
Sweat management needs to be put in place.
Yeah, we're going to pay a dude to come and just like wipe me down after.
Towel him off.
Yeah, if you know anyone, I don't know.
You need to get an intern for that.
Yeah.
That's quite a good thing to advertise, isn't it?
I think unpaid interns is immoral. So we'll find. Yeah.
Taking a stand.
Hey, are you an unpaid intern?
For about 10 years now, I've not been paid. So.
Fuck that. That's bullshit.
That's the music industry.
It's every industry, art, movies. I think it's pretty much how it works. We're a band who are trying to address that.
Good. Tell me what you're doing to try and fix this problem in the industry. What have you got in place?
So we don't really have anyone working for us who doesn't get paid, I guess. I mean, we don't have a lot of money, but I feel like it's only fair that everyone should get like the same amount. I mean, I'm just going to make sort of spitballing here.
What are you spouting? What are you spouting on about? I missed the question. What was the question?
So I'm so sorry. What's your name?
Sophie.
Sophie is an unpaid intern still?
Well, no, I've not been. In the music industry, you don't generally get paid for a lot of jobs. So he's saying you're making a stand against this as Puppy.
Well,
so how are you doing?
I guess.
Morally, we're not doing anything about it. Like, I feel it shouldn't exist.
It's all talk, isn't it?
It's all talk. Yeah, we're all talking.
I mean,
hot air.
We sort of still don't really get paid. I mean, how long have we been playing in bands? 10 years ish.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
You know, and we started getting paid like maybe sort of £40 for gigs maybe 2 years ago, and before then it was all free. And even that, I mean, I think we still lose money just to play shows. I guess that's the thing, isn't it? You do it because it's fun.
There's a precedent set for like kind of as a precedent set. They made a precedent of it. No, for like I guess like kind of jobs. I mean, like, you know, not getting paid to play in a band, you can sort of understand, because it's like, why should anyone care that you're kind of going like, hey, look at me? But like, you know, I think if you're working for a company in an office or something like that, it's pretty messed up. You don't get paid. I think it's generally accepted. Like, there's a kind of general acceptance. Everyone's like, oh, well, everyone does it, you know what I mean? And everyone shouldn't do it. Everyone could just stop doing it, you know what I mean?
You pay your
those fat cat CEOs, they need to have one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess fashion is the same, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a faulty business model.
You don't pay your interns though, do you, Billy?
But there's so many of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweat management interns are
They can.
You're not sweating enough.
rotting.
Yeah. I've never had an intern.
Have you not?
Talking about this, the sniggering, in every interview I've watched, you are in fits of hysterics and not answering music-based questions.
I smoke a lot of meth before interviews usually, so
That's a treat.
When you've got these interns sitting around doing nothing, you send them out, they get the meth.
They go on meth runs, they come back, and we press, and
Sort of dance.
When your like PRs watch the videos back, are like, guys, you didn't mention the album, you didn't mention the tour.
Good thing is we don't have an album or a tour.
Yeah.
You know, this is basically it
or
for
a PR.
us. Yeah.
No, they used to be pretty happy. I think they like it.
Say that?
I don't know. They kind of have.
Are they paid?
I don't even know.
That's a good point.
They don't care because they're not getting paid. Obviously, they're working research. They don't give a shit.
That's what we're having interns. No one tells you that your interviews are dumb.
I'm going to do you a favour and say you've got a tour in October, though, haven't you?
Have we?
I don't care. No, we do, yeah.
I don't care.
Good attitude.
No, you know what? That's a great tour. Genuinely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I'm super
I was being stupid.
It's in the top 4 tours we've done this year, I think.
I'd say I'm most excited about Kvalitak.
Yeah?
Because they're on tour Metallica at the same time, right? So they're like, we're one step away from Metallica. So their main sports are Metallica.
They're one step away from Metallica. We're 2 steps away.
No,
right?
We're never going to be at Metallica. We're going to be. I'm talking about. We're 1 step away from supporting Metallica. That's what I'm saying.
Right, I see what you're saying.
In a sort of warped
So we're 2 steps away from being Metallica.
I'm 1 step away from
being Kvalitak.
Yeah.
It's also it's a bit of a. So like we're playing with Kvalitak every other night, and then all the other nights are headline shows, which are kind of really the first we've done. So we're hoping people turn up.
I think we've done 2 headline shows ever.
Yeah.
We did the EP launch last year, and we did one in Leeds. So we're really scared because I mean, my assumption is no one will come. to see her.
Gonna happen.
Please come.
So
I saw you at Bloodstock actually, and you had a good crowd.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah. We were real surprised about that. I think that at Bloodstock, they kind of branched out a bit this year with bands, in terms of inviting some bands that weren't maybe the kind of typical Bloodstock band. So
I guess spent all this money on like prosthetics and corpse paint, and we just went to waste because they didn't seem to want us to do that.
Plasticine armor that we had made. But no,
we rented a dragon.
they're expensive. But it was really cool. Again, it's that thing of like, I think we were a little bit kind of cautious before, but then it went well. So
I thought the vibe was good in the tent. You seemed to get a good reception.
The vibe of the whole festival was lovely, to be honest. Really nice.
Thank you.
You've got great support from like Dan Picard, who actually just popped his head in. Yeah, just a second ago. And also,
Where is this big stupid
where is
Punch him right in the face.
batter it.
Right on his head.
So he supported you, and then you've got like Bees as well as supported you. So when you see someone mention you like that, next day, what are your socials like? Do you notice like an influx of new followers, or is it like a slow?
They banned me from social media.
Jock's not allowed on
Jock
the
keeps
account.
putting nude pictures of himself. In
the true story is I once described a gig we were playing as a hootenanny.
And he said you used the word chaps.
Yeah, I was like, hey chaps, come down to this hootenanny we're playing. And since then I've not been allowed to post on social media.
I do a bit like, I say crikey.
Crikey.
And Gordon Bennett, and people are like, no.
Bennett.
Yeah, you guys should discuss this
You should do
over
our social media.
fucking craft
I'll be
beer.
happy to do it.
We can't pay, we don't pay into it.
Nice callback, I like
Nice
that.
callback, no. First rule of comedy.
I don't know if we necessarily, I don't know it's a massive like bump or whatever, but it's more, I think a lot of people come up to us and I'm sort of a few months in now. People often say, oh shit, we heard you on the That's Not Metal podcast, or Dan Picard played that tune. And that's astonishing how many, so that's even cooler. I think it would kind of, I guess you're several steps away on the social media thing, but when it's one-on-one, it's really cool when people are like, I heard this song in this place and I felt compelled to come see you. So that's great. We owe those guys a lot. I mean, we got a lot of dirt on them, which is why they keep
a lot of money because we have to pay
a huge amount of money.
Drugs, the meth.
Yeah.
We've also got footage of them doing like unspeakable things in Vegas to each other.
Specifically Bees and Dan,
Yeah. So I mean, they better keep throwing that stuff our way, otherwise that shit's going.
Keep plugging the music. Keep plugging the music, boys.
I was looking at all like the imagery you do. It's very like retro, like kind of lo-fi. But I saw in some of the comments, some of the fans don't get that you're intentionally have that aesthetic, and like they're like, you might want to hire a designer, and you're like,
we've tried to make Star Wars, and they've.
Is that what they thought? Like they're like, these
that's clearly a green screen.
There was some, I think I can't remember what one it was. Either the Arabella video or the Entombed, and they're like, I guess maybe 20 years ago this would have been cutting edge. But it's really easy to do this kind of stuff now, and I just don't see where they're coming from. But I mean, on the new album,
what an idiot.
Yeah, we're recording a new album in space. With an alien.
About as cutting edge as it is possible to be.
Has an alien ever produced an album of an Earthling? Right, I don't think so.
Does it bother you when you see that people don't get it, or is it just like funny?
They're obviously so dumb. Like, I don't care.
Not the fans.
Yeah, no, because the fans do get it. I don't know. I mean, if you genuinely think that, then you're pretty dumb. Facts. Yeah. So.
Now, talking about the content you put online, it's very humorous. You do funny things. Did you worry about like when it becomes your job and it's like serious, that the fun aspect was going to be diluted, or you would enjoy it less?
I mean, it's very calculated. We don't enjoy any of this. It's
totally joyless. We have like a room of interns who are unpaid, who all finished top of their class at MIT and a bunch of Ivy League schools, and they're just looking at algorithms and figuring out what memes are trending, what's hot at the moment. They send that through to us. We'll knock up a decent meme. We put it out there, and then basically we pay money to people like in kind of underprivileged countries, and they just hit up, they just click on the thing as many times as they can. You don't have to pay them nothing, and then they just keep clicking on it, and that's basically our model.
I love the dedication to this story, like you're going for it.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's the ugly truth of it, but that's what the music industry is like. You have to exploit underpaid workers and interns, and that's the key to Puppy's success.
It's nothing to do with the cracking songs and the morale.
They're written by an algorithm. That's nothing to do with us. Yeah. It's a computer program that me and Will designed. and it just knocks out songs, and we just post them on SoundCloud.
We just poop them out.
Yeah, just poop them out. Yeah.
I think the dude from KLF actually wrote an equation of how to write a #1 single, and they did write a #1 single, and they made £1 million, and they burned £1 million. KLF was like they were like a techno group. They were kind of banging. It's like an art collective, but it was like these two dudes, and they did dance music. But they made £1 million off the #1 single, which was done to this equation of like you can make a #1 record like this, and they have £1 million in cash, and they burn it on camera.
Agree with that.
Idiots.
Yeah.
What idiots.
I know.
Give it to charity.
KLF, yeah, if you're listening, wankers, mate. Absolute wankers, KLF.
Luckily, we can swear on this channel.
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
What a bunch of cunts.
Fucking great, yeah.
Yeah.
What channel is this?
Channel U.
Oh, your channel?
Yeah, so
Is that your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Sweet. Heard of that website.
do whatever you like. I don't want to invite you to just like run riot.
Say that to us.
No, everyone asks you about where did you get your sound, your influences.
Stole
You've
it.
done that.
Stole it.
Who did you steal it?
Algorithm, interns. Yep.
Okay, have you ever given a genuine answer in an interview? Like an accurate?
I'm offended
That was
you
it.
asked that question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are here.
I think it's up to the viewers and the listeners, respectively, to work out which ones are genuine and which ones aren't.
And if they don't get it, then they're dumb. No. Yeah, of course, shit. All the time. It's just.
If we get split up for interviews, we give more serious answers. We figured out.
So who is the one that brings the silliness out? Who's the
It's a
culprit?
hive mind.
It's a collective consciousness, I think, like, because like even me and Will are pretty dumb. We're normally the ones who are more stupid, but we've separately done interviews where it's just me and Will, and it's not. I think we're sort of. I think what it is, it's an interesting dynamic. The three thing, especially with boys. I think we're all kind of showing off in front of each other. I think that's what it is. And when there's three of
You
you,
shook your head and he nodded.
Yeah.
no, I think that's true. Like, I think when there's three of you, you're really trying to see who can be stupidest. So I think that's what. Yeah. So you're constantly trying to outdo the other person, and then when it's just one of you, you just become sad, and all you can think about is how stupid you look on a camera.
I think that.
So there you go. There's your genuine answer right there.
Yeah. Wow. I got real.
Fuck. Quick, someone do something stupid.
Yeah. Get naked.
What do you think each of you bring to the band? Like, who's the organizer? Who's the sensible head? Who's the business mind? Who's the
I play the bass.
Lothario?
That's what I bring to the band.
You know the drums, right?
Sorry.
This guy.
Should we
Billy writes all the songs,
Okay.
so he brings that.
I mapped them out on Cubase. Have you heard of it?
I don't know how to reply.
The first EP I did on
Music on PlayStation.
on GarageBand,
GarageBand.
and I didn't have a keyboard, so I did musical typing. But I did all of that just on musical typing, and then I basically got a little bit of money from that. I branched out. I got Cubase, I think is how you pronounce it, and
I believe it's pronounced Kubas.
Jock does all the videos, and Will choreographs our stage show down to the minute. Is it minute? Minuet. But he basically makes us,
Minuet,
if you will.
I style the band.
Yeah.
Choose everything these two wear.
The aesthetic you go for?
White t-shirts.
Yeah.
Today I was feeling white t-shirts. Yeah. A lot of workwear. I want people to think that we work for some sort of delivery company most of the time.
That's the other thing that we should say actually is that Jock brings home the bacon for Deliveroo. I work at FedEx, and Will, you work at UPS.
Yes.
Yeah. And what the funny thing is, what we do is we all we do is just deliver packages to each other.
Yeah. What's in the packages? Dare I ask?
Dick pics.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just to wrap it up, then, guys, on the dick pic.
Oh, sorry.
Who would play you in a film of your life?
The whole band.
No, just you.
You need a really good actor.
You do everyone.
Everyone.
That.
Orson Welles, Daniel Day-Lewis,
Oh, come on.
Leo. Gotta be Leo, baby. Daniel Day-Lewis is better than Leo. I'll be Daniel Day-Lewis when you can be Leo. Okay, no, I got my hair off.
Jock got Orson Welles.
It's quite good. I think that'll be good.
Or like awesome Welles.
I'd love it. I'd love to be played by Orson Welles. Unfortunately, he's dead, so it's gonna be difficult. But holograms, they did a two-pack one. I'm sure they can do a Orson Welles one for the film.
Yeah. He can sell so many frozen peas and wines.
Yeah, and Californian champagne.
There's a Californian, but yeah.
Bye. Oh, by the way, Dave from Mallory Knox wanted me to ask you a question.
Oh yeah.
He wants to know why you're called Puppy. I
Well,
said I couldn't ask it.
No, well, not many people have asked that question before, and it's a tricky one. It's actually an acronym. Are you aware of Ian Brown?
Yes.
So Mr. Ian Brown has a song called The Fear.
Yeah. On the bike, wasn't it? The camera.
Riding it backwards.
It goes backwards. Yeah, you remember it.
And what he does in that is he uses every first letter of the word fear, and he uses it for different words. So for instance, he says forget everything and remember. He says fantastic expectations, amazing revelations, and that's sort of a motif that runs through the whole song. And we listened to that, we thought, okay,
Okay, Ian.
okay, Ian, we'll take that and we'll up the ante and we'll think of a new one, but about Puppy.
But no one's
worked out what the thing is.
We're accepting submissions. If anyone does work it out, we will tell them. But no one has yet. So
What's amazing about that Ian Brown song as well is that nobody'd ever done that before. Taken a word and had another word for each letter that it starts with.
And no one had ever made a video where they filmed it forwards and then they put it backwards.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise for maybe 10, 20, 30, 40 years that actually
He wasn't
cycling backwards until I got iMovie. And you know, I don't know if you know this, but you can just hit backwards on the footage and it just makes it play backwards. But then the funny thing about that is the people, if you are moving backwards, it looks like you're moving forwards. Okay?
That last bit, I got confused at the end there, but 90% of what you said I agree with.
That's why we're called
We all
Puppy.
agree with you.
That's why we're called Puppy.
Puppy's an acronym.
Puppy's an acronym.
Yeah.
If you can figure it out, you get a Toblerone.
And £18.
A white Toblerone.
Yep.
They are good, yeah?
Rarer.
They're rare.
Harder to find. Well, you know, duty free.
You're getting the signals, guy. Signals. It's
Stop
my.
being hilarious, guys. Come on, there's more people who want to interview me. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Love
Puppy.
you.
Thank you. Bye.